Hi, my name's Kelly Page and I'll be doing my video diary number 1 of animal restraint and transport. I just have some dot points here on just the keys that I need to show so I'm not forgetting anything. So to begin with, we will be moving TJ here from his current cage and into a consult room just so he can have a physical exam. So to begin, we're just going to double check that this is the cat that we're meant to be grabbing. So we're checking his name on his chart, we're checking his colouring, just to make sure we're checking that the cat. The transport we will be using for today for him is going to be a cat carry cage. So we're checking this over for cleanliness and to make sure it's all together. So just checking if it's cleaned. There's a blanket in there and we're just checking that these are all tight and that it's not going to fall apart when he's getting carried. So TJ did come in on his own carrier, so we've got his name on top, so we know that this is his cage, as well as no other cats are getting put in there, and it has been cleaned since he's last been put in there. So we will start with assessing his behaviour. So TJ seems to be quite calm and relaxed. He's purring, he's rubbing his head up against the gate, he's wanting some affection. So we're going to start with grabbing him out. The room we're currently in is his boarding room. We do have a sign up outside saying that he is allowed to be free roaming in here. So we're able to open the cage and let him come out on his own so he's more confident, and then we're going to pick him up, put him into the carrier and then transport him to the consult room. So whenever we're on the floor, we're just making sure we're in a position that we're able to get up or quickly move away just in case needing to. TJ, come on. Like I have mentioned, this is an area where he is allowed to free roam, so we're just Kelly Page again. We're just going to move TJ here from over here into his carrier. Come on. So we're grabbing under and through to his arms, and we're just making sure he's up against our side so we can't go anywhere, and we're lifting up. Grab his head in a U-hold between the webs of your finger, just so you have control of the head. And TJ is quite calm, so he should just go straight into his carrier. And then we are closing the gate behind him and making sure this is secured. And once he is all secured in there, we have to take him to the other room. So we're grabbing from the top, even though we've checked to make sure that this carrier is going to stay together, we're going to hold it from the bottom just in case. Okay, alright. Hi, I'm Kelly Page, and now that we have TJ in the room, we're going to take him out. It's always important to remember if you're ever uncomfortable with anything or you see that their behaviour has changed and you're not unsure, that you can ask other people for help. So I'm just going to ask Amber here to help us remove him from the carrier. Are you able to help us please, Amber? Thank you. So we'll just remove him out. Come on. Good boy. Come on. Come on. And now that we have him out, we'll put him in a restraint. So we're going to go under, so we're in his abdomen. And then we can either put him in a U-hold, or we can have our hand ready to scuff on top. Some cats don't react well to scuffing, so we can do the U-hold instead. The reason we're sitting on the side is so we have control of his head and we're away from any feet or claws. And then once that is done, we will place him back in. And now that TJ is back in, we'll just take him back down and put him back in his carrier. Kelly Page again, now that he's back in his room, we have opened the cage and let him out. He is allowed to free wander in this room. Like we said before, there is a sign on the door that says that he is free roaming, to be careful. So we're just leaving him out. He has all his food and water in here, so he is able to do what he wants in this room because it is his boarding area. Hi, I'm Kelly Page. I'm doing video number 1 of animal transport and restraint. So we're going to start with moving Rory here to the consult room so he can have a physical exam. So we're going to, before capturing him, we're going to double check that we are capturing the right animal. So we are checking on here his name, his breed, and his colour to make sure that it is the same dog. We have chosen a flip breed for today. As you can see, that Rory is very calm, he's very excited to go out, he's wagging his tail, he seems quite relaxed, so no further equipment will be needed. So when entering the cage and placing the slip lead on him, we are going to be facing the hinges of the door. We are going to have our foot up against the gate so he cannot be pushing it open. Once the gate is open, we will be placing our closest foot in between the gate and the hinge just so he can't push past. We're going to then place our hand in, put the lead around and drop it around his neck and then guide him out. I will just do that one now. Put it between the gate and put it around his neck and then drop it down and then bring him out. So we're just going to take Rory to the consult room now, making sure that he's not pulling, he's walking around. And if he's ever hesitant to walk or is pulling, we can stop and give him a few minutes to calm down. We never want to be driving the dog, so we're just going to take him through this way. Come on. Rory, come on. Good boy. Come on. Come on. Good boy. And once we're in the room, we're closing the door. Same with capturing, we're always making sure any doors around us are closed. So for if any reason that it goes wrong or they get out, they can't go anywhere past outside the room. So we're just going to place Rory here up on the desk. Come on. So when picking him up, we're going to go under. So our fingers are between his 2 front feet. And then we're going to lock him in on the side so he can't be going anywhere. If we're ever needing to control the head, we can go around. We're just going to place him on the table. And we're going to put him in a standing position so that he is able to be examined. Then we're going to go under and hold him here so we have control of his back. And our hand is going to go around his head so we have full control of his head. The reason we are standing on the side is so we are away from any feet or any teeth, as well as the vet is able to move around and get full view of the dog. So now that the exam is done, we're going to place Rory back on the floor and take him back out to his cage. So we're always going back from under again, holding him right up against our side and placing him on the floor. So we're just going to take Rory back through, remembering to not letting him pull if he's ever hesitant, stopping giving him a few minutes, so we're never wanting to drag the dog along. Relax. As coming into the cage, we always want to enter in first and guide them in, opposed to trying to drag them in. Come on. Good boy. I'm going to close this behind me. Kelly Page again. We now brought Rory out to one of the runs where he'll spend most of the rest of the day, so he's not in the cage all day. So we're just going to remove the leash off of him now. And then we're going to enter back through. So when we are going through, this works similar as the gate door. So we're going to, with our outside arm, open the door. We're going to slide through, only open enough so he can't come through, and we're watching the dog at all times. So with our outside arm opening, sliding through, and then closing behind us.